We love to think we're the boss in the relationship because we hold the car keys and we're the ones who can open the big bag of kibble. We give commands. We use our serious voice. We point our fingers like we're being perfectly clear. But here's the truth. Long before you say good boy or no, they have already picked up on thousands of tiny signals that reveal how you actually feel. They watch us like professional detectives, except their payment comes in treats and belly rubs. In this video, we're going to explore 8 ways your dog reads you like an open book without you ever saying a word. Number 1. The first and most powerful signal is your breathing pattern. To a dog, your breath is like a lie detector test that you can't turn off. It's the most honest thing about you. Think of your breathing as a biological metronome that sets the speed for your dog's entire day. When you're relaxed, you breathe deeply and slowly from your stomach, but the moment you see your mother-in-law pull into the driveway or realize you forgot to buy poop bags, your breathing moves to your chest and becomes short and fast. This creates a mirror effect. Dogs catch your breathing rhythm just like they catch a scent of a steak on the counter. If they hear you taking short, panicked breaths, their brain shouts, "Code red." I don't know what's happening, but the human is breathing like they just saw a ghost. Their heart rate climbs to match yours, and suddenly everyone is stressed. This is why experienced trainers focus so much on calm breathing. When you slowly exhale on purpose, you're not just calming yourself, you're sending a direct signal to your dog's brain that the environment is safe. Number 2 is through muscle tension. Your dog has X-ray vision when it comes to your muscles. You might be wearing a fancy coat or a baggy hoodie, but you can't hide a clenched jaw from a golden retriever. Dogs can see the tiny contractions of your muscles from across the house. Tight shoulders or walking with stiff legs tell your dog that you're carrying some heavy emotional baggage. In the dog world, a stiff body is the universal signal for "I am about to throw a punch." If you go for a walk while you're still fuming about that annoying email from your boss, you'll grip the leash like you're holding onto a cliff for dear life. Your dog feels this war mode immediately and assumes they need to be your bodyguard. This is why many dogs bark at the mailman. They're not being jerks, they're just reacting to the battle energy vibrating out of your stiff shoulders. Number 3 is all about movement speed, what I like to call the tempo of safety. When your movements are fast and jerky, like snapping your laptop shut, launching your keys across the room, or stomping around with heavy steps, your dog reads that as a major emergency. In their world, that kind of energy usually means something intense is about to happen. On the other hand, when your movements are slow and smooth, it signals that everything is stable and under control. If you've ever noticed your dog tucking their tail or slipping under the table while you're frantically searching for your shoes, it's not because they secretly destroyed your sneaker. It's because your high-speed energy feels unpredictable, almost like a storm about to hit. For a dog, slow truly means safe. When you move with intention instead of rushing like you're in a sprint, you help their nervous system stay settled and relaxed. If that changed your perspective, like the video and let it sink in. Number 4 is through facial micro-expressions, what I like to call the visual roadmap. Even though dogs do not have expressive eyebrows like we do, they are incredibly skilled at reading human faces. Research shows that dogs actually pay more attention to the left side of our faces because that is where genuine emotion tends to show up first. A small frown, tightened lips, or a hard look in your eyes can shift your dog's mood in seconds. Even if you are trying to act cheerful while cleaning up an unexpected mess on the carpet, that brief flash of frustration on your face does not go unnoticed. Your dog will often respond with calming signals, maybe a yawn, a quick nose lick, or those soft eyes that seem to say, "Please do not be upset." They are not just trying to be adorable to avoid trouble, although sometimes that works in their favor. What they are really doing is attempting to regulate the emotional atmosphere because they can see the tension written across your face. Number 5 is through scent changes. This is where dogs almost seem like they have superpowers. Whenever you experience a strong emotion like fear, excitement, or deep sadness, your body releases chemicals such as adrenaline and cortisol, and those chemicals actually change the way you smell. We humans barely notice it because our sense of smell is limited. But a dog has around 300 million scent receptors, so to them, your mood has a scent. It's as if you're quietly releasing your emotional state into the air like a very specific perfume. You might think you're hiding your stress, but to your dog, you're practically wearing a fragrance called stress or panic. You can't fool a dog's nose. That's why your dog may suddenly turn into the most attentive cuddler when you're feeling low, or why they might step back when they pick up the sharp scent that comes with human anger. Number 6, through attention direction. In the dog world, the leader is the one who decides what's worth looking at. If you suddenly stop walking and stare intensely at a person across the street, your dog will follow your eyes and think, okay, we're staring at that guy. Should I bark? I should probably bark. Where you look tells the dog if there's a threat or a prize. Many owners accidentally turn their dogs into reactive barkers by staring at the problem. If you see another dog and you lock your eyes on it because you're worried, your dog thinks, my human is obsessed with that furry stranger, so it must be a monster. To keep your dog calm, you need to practice soft scanning. This tells your dog that you see the world, but you're way too cool to be bothered by anything in it. Number 7 is energy consistency, or what I like to call the safety of predictability. Dogs truly need you to be predictable. If your mood swings from one extreme to another, if you're incredibly sweet one minute and then suddenly angry the next, the world can start to feel unstable for your dog. They never quite know which version of you is going to walk through the door. That uncertainty keeps them on edge. Constantly reading your breathing, your posture, even the tension in your muscles, trying to figure out if today is a safe day. Over time, that kind of inconsistency can create quiet anxiety. The real secret to raising a secure dog is consistent energy. Being a calm leader doesn't mean you have to be emotionless or robotic. It simply means your overall mood is steady and reliable, something your dog can trust every single day. Number 8 is through social availability, what I like to call the connection gap. Dogs are constantly checking to see if you're emotionally there for them. When you ignore them, maybe because you're scrolling on your phone or feeling overwhelmed after a long day, they can sense that subtle shift. To them, it feels like a small break in the bond. Depending on their personality, they'll respond in different ways. A more clingy dog might nudge your hand or press their head into your lap, almost as if they're asking you to come back to them. A more independent dog might quietly turn away because your distant energy feels like rejection. What this really shows is that even when you're not speaking, your emotional presence still affects their sense of security. At the end of the day, your dog is the only creature on earth that knows you better than you know yourself. They don't care about the stories you tell the world. They listen to the story your body tells.